Deepfake scams hit the mainstream. A fake version of Palo Alto's Global Protect is being used to distribute malware. And Russia has announced that our internet and GPS systems might be fair game for retaliation. Welcome to Cybersecurity Today for Friday, August the 30th. I'm your host, Jim Love. Researchers at Palo Alto Networks have uncovered a concerning trend: scam campaigns using deepfake videos to promote fraudulent schemes. These campaigns, likely orchestrated through a single threat actor group, target victims across multiple countries and even multiple languages. The scams primarily push fake investment opportunities and government giveaways, often impersonating public figures like CEOs or government officials. One prominent campaign, dubbed Quantum AI, uses deepfake videos of Elon Musk to lure its victims. The researchers identified hundreds of domains hosting these scams, with each domain accessed an average of 114,000 times globally. The campaign saw a significant spike in February of 2024, with the number of active domains growing exponentially until March. The threat actors often use more obscure video hosting domains and content delivery networks to distribute their deepfakes and move their scams frequently to avoid being taken down. And while there have been a variety of different schemes employed by the deepfakes, the Quantum AI scam has a simple structure. The scammers promote Quantum AI through a social media ad or fake news articles, and they often feature AI-manipulated videos of Elon Musk or other celebrities endorsing the platform. Victims are then directed to a scam web page where they're asked to provide their contact information. A scammer might call the victim, instructing them to pay an amount, say around $250, to access the Quantum AI platform. Victims are told to download a special app for investing more funds, and the app's dashboard will be manipulated to show a small fake profit to build trust. Based on that, scammers persuade victims to deposit more money, sometimes allowing small withdrawals to appear legitimate. But when victims try to withdraw larger sums, the scammers either demand withdrawal fees or cite reasons like tax issues to block access. And finally, victims are locked out of their accounts, with scammers pocketing the remaining funds. In this scam, the attackers are essentially leveraging deepfake technology to add credibility to their fraudulent schemes, potentially causing significant financial losses to their victims. But we're still early in the game. Expect attackers to explore even more creative applications of deepfakes. And on a related story about fakery and Palo Alto, a security researcher at Trend Micro has uncovered a sophisticated cyber attack campaign targeting Middle Eastern organizations, and the threat actors are using a fake version of Palo Alto Network's Global Protect, a widely used enterprise VPN solution, as the bait. Trend Micro has not verified how the malware is spread, but it suspects it starts with a phishing email. The download or the phishing email has a link to a setup.exe file, and the file deploys globalprotect.exe along with configuration files, presenting a convincing installation window while secretly loading malware in the background. And the malware employs several evasion techniques, including sandbox detection and AES encryption for data exfiltration. It communicates with a command and control server using a URL designed to mimic a legitimate VPN connection portal. The malware can then execute various commands, including running PowerShell scripts, downloading files, and uploading data to the attacker's server. Now, while the threat actors remain unidentified, the operation appears highly targeted. The use of the custom URLs for specific targets and newly registered command and control domains suggests a sophisticated approach aimed at evading detection. Yet another reason to ensure that software is only downloaded from official domains and that people double-check to make sure they haven't been spoofed by a look-alike domain name. Recent developments suggest Russia may be threatening to target critical Western communications infrastructure, potentially threatening global internet and GPS systems. Dmitry Medvedev, deputy chairman of Russia's Security Council, recently warned that undersea cables enabling global communications could be legitimate targets for Russia. While Medvedev is known for provocative statements, experts believe this threat should be taken seriously. The undersea fiber optic cables transfer 95% of international data across continents, supporting internet services, financial transactions, and more. NATO's intelligence chief, David Kattler, has warned that Russia may be planning to target these cables in retaliation for Western support of Ukraine. Simultaneously, Russia has been accused of interfering with GPS navigation systems, causing disruptions to commercial airline routes. This is seen as part of Russia's gray zone campaign against the West, covert actions below the threshold of open warfare. The vulnerability of these systems is not new. During the Cold War, both the U.S. and USSR surveilled undersea cables. However, our increased dependence on electronic communications has made these cables a critical point of vulnerability. Experts argue that the current protective measures we have are insufficient. While NATO has begun taking action to safeguard undersea cables, more robust government and even business fallback plans may be needed. The Center for Strategic and International Studies has called for an increased international cooperation to coordinate responses to potential attacks on cables. The situation underscores the urgent need for countries to develop resilience plans and alternatives to keep critical communications operational if key infrastructure is compromised. It also highlights the complexities of holding perpetrators accountable for sabotage in international waters. As our reliance on connectivity from cable and satellite data grows across various sectors, from agriculture to food delivery and everything else, the potential for disruption through interference with subsea cables and GPS becomes an increasingly serious threat to national and economic security. And that's our show. You can find the show notes with links at technewsday.com or .ca. Take your pick. And join us this weekend for a special show on AI, which has a strong cybersecurity focus. We hope you'll enjoy it. The show will drop just after midnight, so it'll be ready for your Saturday morning coffee. I'm your host, Jim Love. Thanks for listening.